Hello and welcome to the CTO show with Mehmet. My name is Mehmet, and in each episode, I will be exploring the latest trends, insights, and strategies in topics like cybersecurity, digital transformation, emerging tech, startups, and entrepreneurship. From thought leaders and innovators to entrepreneurs and founders, we will hear from experts across a wide range of industries who are driving change and making an impact in the world of tech and business. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get started. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the technology adoption curve. The technology adoption curve is a model that describes the process by which new technologies are adopted by society. The curve was first introduced by Everett Rogers in 1962, and it has since been used to explain the adoption of various technologies from the telephone to the internet. The adoption curve is divided into 5 segments: innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards. Each of these segments represent a different group of people or organizations that adopt new technologies at different stages in the innovation process. Let's start with the first segment of the curve, the innovators. Innovators are the first group of people to adopt new technologies. They are typically risk takers who are willing to invest time and money in technologies that may not yet have a proven track record. Usually, innovators make up about 2.5% of the population. Next up are the early adopters. Early adopters are the second group of people to adopt new technologies. They are usually tech savvy and have a good understanding of the potential benefits that new technologies can offer. Early adopters make up to 13.5% of the population. The third segment of the curve is the early majority. Early majority represents the next group of people to adopt new technologies. They are typically more cautious than early adopters, and they wait until a technology has been proven before they invest in it. Early majority makes about 34% of the population. Next, and what we call them the late majority, is the fourth segment of the curve. Late majority represents the group of people who are more skeptical of new technologies and who wait until a technology has become mainstream before they adopt it. This group represents around 34% of the population. Finally, there are the laggards. This group are the last group of people to adopt new technologies. They are typically older, more traditional, and are resistant to change. This group makes about 16% of the population. So, what does all this mean for businesses and organizations? Well, understanding the technology adoption curve is important because it can help businesses and organizations to identify which groups of people are most likely to adopt their products or services. For example, if a new technology is targeted at innovators or early adopters, then a business may want to focus its marketing efforts on those groups of people. On the other hand, if a technology is targeted at the early or late majority, then a business may want to focus on building trust and credibility in the market, as these groups are more cautious and require more convincing before they will invest in new technologies. It's also important to note that the adoption curve is not fixed or static model. It can change over time, and the speed at which technologies are adopted can be very depending on a range of factors, including the perceived benefits of the technology, the ease of use, and of course the cost. In conclusion, the technology adoption curve is an important model that can help startups and entrepreneurs specifically to understand how a new technology can be adopted by the large audience or society. Understanding the key difference across these segments and the curve and the characteristic of each group within the curve, startups can develop more effective marketing strategies and increase the chances of success for their products or services. Thank you for listening to this episode on Technology Adoption Curve. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and as usual, you can reach out to me by email, Twitter, or LinkedIn, and we will see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.